Hey Curtis, this is probably my 20th attempt at trying to record this. In this clip, Oner makes several mistakes that are disguised as exceptional League of Legends. These are caused by his laners missing fundamental jungle concepts. The reason why all professional junglers have so little golden pro play and are sitting on 2 items of a mid-game is because of these fundamental concepts that they are not aware of. The jungler should not have to play to not lose. No other role plays like this. Viego given first blood in Game 1 of Worlds Finals is Oner's fault. Oner has double prio and knows viego is on his red side. He knows he needs to protect his laners because they are vulnerable. He can also use this. He can also use this prio to invade. This so far is all good League of Legends. The issue here stems from the fact that Zeus doesn't understand that that Oner's raptors are going to spawn soon. The most important thing for Oner is to get to those raptors. But because Zeus doesn't understand that, he jumps forward here and doesn't let the wave bounce back to him, right? By hitting these minions like this, the wave, now he doesn't feel that now the wave isn't gonna, he's not letting the wave bounce back to him. So Oner can't leave yet. Except, Oner can't leave yet because of this, right? First of all, this top lane ward is really bad. It doesn't last long enough. Zeus needs to have a ward available to place at this timer in the game, right? So the fact that this ward is going to run out whilst pyosik is on the top side of the map is bad. Okay, now because of this, right? Oner has to keep up the pressure. He has to keep up the pressure, and so he goes back in for the invade. What's correct here? What should happen is that Zeus bounces that wave, and Oner goes to scuttle, ignores prio6 red buff, takes blue buff, resets, goes to raptors. That would be the correct play, but instead what ends up happening is that he does all of this bullshit. Like, pyosik is just got most of his Krugs, or some of his Krugs and his red buff, and he is chilling and he is scaling, right? pyosik is happy. Oner just wasted so much time because he feels the need to protect his laners. And look at top right now. Top still doesn't have a ward in the tri-brush, even though right now his ward has come up. But the thing is, of course, Zeus needs to keep up the pressure. This is not a ward timer for him. This is because he missed the ward timer. Like, all of his time wasted, and what did he get for it? He got the Krugs, right, and he protected his top lane. good. But we should also have gotten our blue buff and scuttle, right? We should be on. We should be. We should have more. There's so much more, but and it's because Zeus doesn't understand, because laners don't understand the intricacies of jungle, such as these concepts. Now watch pyosik. This is really obvious what's going to happen. It's really obvious to tell that he's going to walk to scuttle here. And look at mid. Mid still has prio. Mid is still aggressive, mid is still vulnerable. Azira is still in danger. I have no idea why Faker is hovering. Is not hovering top at this point. I would assume it's because Oner is not jungle tracking correctly, because we should know that pyosik is on the bot side of the map. Faker should either Oner pings and tells Faker to hover the top side, or he runs to his raptors here, right? What he should be doing is here. You don't go to your blue buff. Your raptors are up. You go to raptors here. It doesn't matter that, like, so many junglers have this idea that you can't if you haven't reset, you can't go to your respawn camps. It's like, it's wrong. If your respawn camps are up, if your respawn camps are up, it's totally fine to go to them. If he goes to them here instead of his blue buff, he can protect mid lane, right? He's closer to mid lane. Like, Faker being this aggressive is good. This is on Oner for not understanding that he needs to be on his raptors here. Oner should be telling Faker to hold the top side. Oner should have already been thinking about in an ideal game, Oner is on his raptors as soon as they come up, right? And how do you get to the raptors on spawn? By Zeus putting that ward in the tri-bush. Damn, what an insane play. The underlying issue here is that laners don't understand how important junglers' camps are, and because of this they do not manage their waves correctly. At 420, the jungler needs to be on his respawn camps. Therefore, and to get to that, you need to make sure that at 420, your lane is in a position where either you have warded already, or where you have either warded, so you don't need to bounce it, or you have bounced it at if Zeus had crashed that wave, bounced it, not used his E on Kingen, and then gone to ward, Faker wouldn't have died here, and Oner would have more gold than he does right now. I could probably watch any world's jungler and find all of these issues, right? My issue is not that I don't have the knowledge, right, to execute this, to do this, because I know it all. My issue is that I haven't been able to execute on it, right? And that's because of my real world issues. All I needed was some. The thing is, I'm working on it because I have a role model. My mum's boyfriend. He's really been he's been giving me He's just been like, he's just been supporting me. That's all he has to do. He's just supporting me. He doesn't need to be my therapist. All my mum's fiance, is doing is just telling me that things are okay, right? And now, now my gameplay is so much better. Right, I've actually, because I really do believe I can hit rank 1, right, I can become a pro player, because I see all of this stuff, I've just not been able to control myself in game, right, and the thing is, it's partly because of end of review. End of review is an awful concept, because it's playing to not lose, and it's a wrong way to play the game. I have all the knowledge, I just lack execution, because I don't agree with, I just like the execution. I don't like execution anymore. I am following all of his plays, right. Nathan's end of review introduces rigid guidelines and structure that are too rigid in execution, because you cannot do something every single game, right? You cannot do it every game. You cannot track the enemy jungler every single game, right? What you can do is make make decisions you are happy with, right, that consistently. And my issue was that all I really needed to do was mute champ select and mute people's pings and mute people's chats. That's all I needed to do. I'm going to hit rank 1. I'm going to hit challenger. I'm going to become a pro player. I can see it. It's not even unbelievable for me anymore. But I just, if my goal coming in is to become challenger, then you should coach me like I'm going to become, like I can become challenger. Sorry for the long video. This is my first time recording myself like this. I want to become a pro player, so I'm going to make an effort like this, and I'm going to start creating content and create a YouTube channel, and I'm going to do all of this because I understand that it is possible, and I understand, and I can fucking do it.